Welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. So last episode, we did the interior of this nice starter house. And in between episodes, I grinded out some new gear. So you can see right here, we do have some new gear, nice and shiny again. I did get an infinity bow, so that's pretty cool. Also, I got a new turtle shell, and I got a new crossbow. So yeah, before we had old Betsy. Now this one's a newer, younger crossbow, so just regular Betsy. But for now, I'll probably just be using my infinity bow because honestly, that's a little bit easier than, having to collect the arrows that come out of a piercing crossbow all the time. So y'all, first thing on the list of things to do today, right here. So, I want to build a bridge here. This lily pad little bridge here, I mean, it's nice. It's nice, but we can do better. And I want it to go probably kind of snaking from the mouth of this little tube here and kind of off at a slight angle out maybe this way. I can mark this with paths. So I want it to come kind of out of this, go, form a bridge that kind of goes over, probably, maybe a little bit of an angle, exit around here. And then I want to make a path that kind of snakes around this way, and I'll probably have to shave down this little hill here a little bit, and kind of comes right along through here into this little cave. And I want to make a little bit of like a small kind of mineshaft entrance right around here. Maybe it'll be a little bit bigger, I'm not sure. It might end up being a little bit different. I'll see what happens as I kind of carve out this hill here. It might end up being that I just kind of have to kind of cut the hill in half a little bit and then make a much bigger, much grander mineshaft entrance. But, we'll see. Hey guys, so actually some real life things happened to me that hit me pretty hard, and it's kind of killed my motivation to play Minecraft and kind of do this building. So I'm kind of having a hard time even logging onto the server, and I really don't feel like I'm capable of kind of doing anything creative, tearing down the mountain, building up the bridge or mineshaft. So instead for now, I'm actually going to take all of these buried treasure maps that I have, and I think let's go find the treasure. Okay, so we're here at the first one. I'm generally pretty trash at finding buried treasures, but I believe there's actually a trick where if I hit F3 and G and it shows the chunk borders, I think that they generally lie right in the middle of a chunk. So I think that's going to be about here and here. So within these 4 blocks, I think. Okay, so I was wrong about that one. So instead, I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. So if I try to line myself up. Okay, so that got old real fast. So I looked it up because I'm a heathen. And it looks like they always, at least in Java Edition, they always generate at chunk coordinate 9 on both the X and the Z axis. So let's see here. That's right about here. Oh, there it is. Well, that was easy. Ooh, yes. All right. We got some iron. We got a little bit of gold. 1 diamond, some emeralds. Really exciting bit is the Heart of the Sea. That's always cool. All right. So let's head to the next one. Oh. The next one is the same exact thing. I see. Okay. Well, the next one. Ah. How about the next one? Ooh, okay, that's new. Let's head there. And here we are at the second one. Yes. Okay, and the last one. Nice, that is a very different location. Wow, okay. Literally the opposite direction that I've been going this whole time. And here we are at the final one. Nice, okay, so this is our hall. A little bit of fish. Don't really care about those, but 3 Hearts of the Sea is pretty nice. I don't have an underwater base, but regardless, I could still potentially make some conduits later. So that's pretty nice. 1 diamond, 6 emeralds, whole lot of iron, a little bit of gold. That's pretty nice. Time to head home. Now I just have to remember where home is. I should probably clarify that in the great pillager fire of last episode, one of the items that I lost is actually my coordinates book. So I normally keep a book and quill with a whole bunch of important coordinates, but that burned. So yeah, and I was too lazy to make a new one. So here we are. Hang on. Is that what I think it is down there? It is. So this is a ruined portal. Let's see if there's any loot. Nice, a golden apple. The rest of it I think I'll leave in case somebody else finds it. Which I don't think is likely, but it is possible. So I think home is that way. And after about half an hour of being lost, I have found my way back. And I have returned safely with all of my stuff. So now it's time to move on to the next thing. And the next thing is bees. So yeah, y'all, I've been kind of secretly spawning in beehives. So the way you do that is simply growing a tree 2 blocks away from flowers, and there's a very low chance that beehives will be spawning. So we do have, in fact, 3 beehives now. So that's pretty exciting. I'm going to get a little thing set up for them. I'm not going to do any automated farms yet, and I don't really want to put them in an enclosure, but I do want to put them somewhere that's a little bit nicer than stuck under a tree. So I think maybe right up here will do. Yeah, I think that works. Now that it's pretty much nighttime, all the bees should be in their hives, so I should be able to go and pick them up with this iron shovel, just since it has silk touch. Yeah. Okay, that's a little concerning. I think that means these 2 are actually empty. Because the only reason why bee nests would stack is if they don't have any bees in them. So that's a little concerning. The bees might have died. But no matter. And yeah, there we go. Bees are set up. So I added some glowberries to the side and some vines, just kind of using it, doubling it up to make a couple different farms out of this. But I think it makes it look nice. It adds a little bit to it if I have kind of that extra little texture there. And now I can start harvesting honeycombs and honey bottles. I just might have to breed up the bees a little bit because it looks like there might only be 3 of them in there. And in keeping with the theme of not doing things we probably should be doing, let's actually do a little bit of cleanup work around here. So the first thing that I want to do to get ready for the mineshaft is I actually want to clear out this old base area. So this whole thing, I'm going to move. And down here, this dripstone also going to move. And I think actually I want to put it below the base as kind of like an unseen basement kind of thing. So I think I'm going to go down here. And I'm pretty much all the way moved in. So you can see we've got our furnaces all set up. I've added a few onto here so we can just do things a little bit faster in the future. And I've got some dripstone set up over there. Gonna slowly farm that. Not super important because we don't really have a huge use for it right now, but you know, it'll bring in some dripstone at a slow rate. The one exception is actually right here. So I definitely should have an infinite water source somewhere within this base, and I kind of want to have it right here. And the unique challenge here is that actually there's slabs on either side, so normally we could create an infinite water source by just putting water on either side. And what I could do is I could just put another slab. So if I take a slab and put it there, you can see we actually have an infinite water source there. But you know, I'm going to forget that it's there. I don't think that's a great idea. So instead, I want to put a stair right here like that. But the issue with this is that you can see if I put water on either side, it doesn't actually fill in. And that's because, you know, you can see there's no gap for the water to get in. So this is a unique opportunity to put in a little redstone contraption. And I think I have everything that I'm going to need for this. I did spend a little bit of time designing it in a creative testing world. So let me put it in and I'll see if I can explain how it works. Of course, the first step to any redstone contraption is clearing out space. Okay, so the way that this is going to work is with the stair right there. I'm actually going to use what's called a block update detector. So I'm going to have a piston right here, and this redstone block is actually going to go right here. And so I know it doesn't look like it, but actually this piston's being powered right now. It just doesn't realize it. So as soon as I, for example, put water here, it's going to realize that it's being powered and it'll extend. So that's what I'm going to use. So the infinite water source is going to go right here. And what's going to happen is every time I pull water out of this top block, I'm going to have a piston pull the stair down. So it'll come into here. And then if you give that piston a 1 tick pulse, it'll push this stair back up to this top block. So right here, and it'll still have water in it. So I'll be standing right here. I'll pull the water out. It'll go down, refill, come back up, ready to get more water. It's kind of a weird system. It doesn't really make sense until you actually see it. So let me get it in, and hopefully it'll make more sense then. And with the, oh boy. And with this, it should actually now be working. So I just have to update this piston one time real quick. So if I just do this, yeah, there we go. As we can see, it's working. So once again, what happens is when I take water out of this block, it updates this piston, pushing this observer out. That observer then powers this redstone line, and it's kind of hidden, but yep, down there, activates that repeater, pushing this, causing this piston to pull the stair downwards. At the same time, it also activates this note block, causing this observer to power this piston and pull the redstone block away, which depowers the piston next to the water block, causing it to pull this observer back to this block, which again powers this and essentially repeats the whole cycle to reset itself. If that didn't make any sense, I'm sorry. It is a little bit of a confusing redstone circuit. To be honest, I'm a little confused by it myself. I was honestly a little bit surprised that it worked, but it does. So that's just kind of the way that redstone goes sometimes. Okay, so now I'll just cover this up, and there we go. So we're now moved in, and we have an infinite water source. And I don't know about you guys, but these walls are looking a little bit boring to me. You know, they're very samey, and I don't really like that. So I know I'm not going to be spending a lot of time down here, so it doesn't really have to look that nice. But I do just want to add in a little bit of variation here. I'm going to use andesite and gravel. I'm just going to kind of put in little patches like this to kind of just make it look like that. Just break up the texture a little bit. You know, add in a little bit of variation, and I think that'll go a long way. There we go. So just a little bit of variation. Honestly, you know, you don't really notice it too much, especially if I'm actually kind of doing stuff down here, but it just kind of makes it, you know, a little more realistic. easier to look at, I guess, because it's not all the same. But yeah, so I can say that this basement is pretty much complete. I mean, until I need to move some more stuff in here, but for now, that's it. And yeah, guys, so that's actually going to wrap it up for me today. So I know it's a little bit of a shorter episode. I do apologize for that, but I'm just not really feeling like I can do creative stuff right now. So next episode, we'll get on to the mineshaft and the bridge. So you can look forward to that. But that is all for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. See ya!